Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends, fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss a musical artist. This week's musical artist is Masters of Reality. They're putting out their new album, The Archer. It's already out because, it's past March 28th by the time this airs, but whatever. Here we are. I'm Jason. With me is Tim.
That's me. My pick. I brought this to everyone's
He
attention.
brought this one to the table. And Bill.
Yeah, definitely was not me that brought this to our attention.
You ain't brought nothing to the table yet. I mean, look at this 2025
Not,
album here. We got
I haven't brought anything this year, no.
Tim. Tim's got 4 albums. I got 2.
Well, it's been a. Let's just point out here, it's March 28th, and we're talking about our first film this year.
Hey, man, March, by the
Well, and
time we
it
get
is
to March.
interesting. It is interesting because I remember last year too, where April really was a big dump, and so it almost makes me wonder, like, the industry kind of shuts down there for the winter, and then yeah, as spring approaches, they really start pumping stuff out. It's interesting just on a business level to see, because I mean, April's stacked.
April's pretty stacked.
And I bet November's going to be stacked as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it will.
There's a couple
Yeah.
more albums not on this list, and I'm expecting some of my artists going to put some albums out.
Yeah,
I'm
Same,
expecting.
same.
All right, well, let's just jump into. Did everyone listen to this one?
Yes, sir.
Tim, why
Absolutely.
don't you give us some background information on Masters of Reality?
Sure. So Masters of Reality is the project led by Chris Goss, who is probably most well known for like kind of discovering Caius, which led into producing Queens of the Stone Age. He's certainly playing guitar and doing vocals on a number of Queens of the Stone Age albums. Um, so yeah, just another one of these like, from the desert guys that kind of made a name for themselves in the late 80s. I discovered them in the mid 90s. They put out an album that actually had Ginger Baker from Cream on drums. And that was my introduction to the band. I heard that Ginger Baker's doing something in the 90s. I got to hear that. And yeah, and then if you watched our Queens of the Stone Age videos, that's certainly going to dominate my musical tastes over the next decade. And this was kind of, this was on the periphery of it. This will be a fun discography when we get to it because, obviously members of Caius and Queens of the Stone Age are all over this discography as well. And yeah, I don't even know when their last album was. It's been a long time since the last Masters of Reality album. So this was a pleasant surprise when this was announced. And I was certainly looking forward to it. And, now that I've heard it, I certainly wasn't disappointed. Um, yeah, I don't know. Do you want me to get into my notes first or?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you think of this album as the fan?
Okay. Yeah, so kind of knowing what to expect going in, it definitely retains the bluesy feel that Masters of Reality are known for. A lot of their songs are very rooted in the blues. There is a lot of textures on this album, though, instrument wise. A lot of just beautiful textures. The first song, The Archer, which was the first single, um, I like it a lot. The more I listen to it, though, the more it reminds me of Post Pop Depression, which was the Iggy Pop album that Josh Homme produced a couple years ago. And of course, Josh Homme and Chris Goss are the Fifth Teeners who produced Queens of the Stone Age's Rated R, among a couple other things. I Had a Dream, I think, was the second single. I love the way that it segues from The Archer into this song. I really like the bass line. I Had a Dream, I think, is one of the top songs on here. Great. Chicken Little, greasy and dreamy at the same time. It's like that's a fun song. Mr. Tap and Go, another highlight. It's pretty funky. Like, um, yeah, it's just a funky song. Barstow, it almost sounds like the Doors in a way to me. It's very basic in its, I don't know, LA vibe, I guess. Um, cool song. I liked it a lot. Sugar is very ethereal. Powder Man is, it's, the ballad of the album, but as far as ballads go, this one's done really well. I liked Powder Man. It all comes back to you. Another highlight for me, I think, the way the way each section builds off of each other, and then even though, like, in the process of the song, the structure repeats, the building never stops, and it's constantly just drawing more and more energy. I like it a lot. And then Biblehead for the closer, it's another super funky one. I also think it works well as a closer because by the end of it, I'm left wanting more, to the point where it's like, okay, I'm either gonna dig out another one of their albums or I'm gonna listen to this one again. So I think it does exactly what it should there as far as leaving you wanting more. Um, and then yeah, just in the state of 2025 alternative rock, here's a band that has been doing this for a while, is not relying on any current trends or tricks or production techniques. This is just a solid album full of beautiful instruments, amazing songwriting, amazing performances. I'm really happy with this album. I think it's a chill album. It's perfect for like a Sunday afternoon. There's nothing like overtly aggressive about this album, but yeah, I think it's a super chill album. I like a lot of what's going on here.
That's interesting. Bill, what
You want to
about
follow
you?
that up, Jason? Okay, I can follow that up. So, with being a Tim pick, you never know what to expect.
Sure.
And so I put this on, and it's like, I'm like, oh, okay, so we're going, more of the mellow, like desert rock, like Pink Floyd or David Bowie, Queens of the Stone Age, that type of vibe, which I definitely could get down with any day of the week.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Um,
Like, who's not here for that?
yep. I mean, this is one, say I did a listen again here today. And it was just one you could just listen and relax. Like this is one like if you want to have this, play and read a book or just, relax and just meditate or something like that, it's phenomenal for it. The Archer was a great intro. I Had a Dream. Yeah, I guess it makes sense as a single. Wasn't my favorite on the album though. But Chicken Little was no one really liked, and Tap and Go, if I remember right, that had like a interesting guitar isolation part going on in it, if I remember that right, which I actually really liked. Barstow was actually my favorite song on this album. I just really liked start to finish. I mean, and after that, Sugar and Powder Man, they were both good, solid songs. Nothing bad to say about either one. And I'm trying to remember here offhand. Biblehead definitely didn't upset me any. Solid closer. Um, not not like the best closer ever, but it felt like a nice end to the album.
Okay. Overall, sounds pretty positive.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, I went into this band's called Masters of Reality, right? You're taking Black Sabbath #3 here. So I'm expecting like
Plus, it's a Tim pick, so you're expecting.
I'm expecting some fucking shit coming my way.
But then comes the Archer.
The Archer was not what I was expecting. It's very Springsteen, singer-songwriter, but I like the bass in it. I Had a Dream. I didn't like the production on the bass on that one. It sounded very muffled. Really great lyrics, though. Much better than the opening track. So far, the album's starting off. Chicken Little, long bluesy number, mediocre Tom Waits level of boring. Like I was not feeling it. Mr. Tap and Go, bass is all over the place on this album production wise. The bass on this one sounds thick and nasty. I like the line "Mr. Eternal Consciousness keeping me awake." Weird musical breakdown in the middle of the song. Not bad, kind of good, but weird. Fucking weird. Barstow, I agree with Bill. What even is this album? That piano, top song contender. Like, that song is probably one of the best on the record. Sugar, the lyrics were good. Musically, it's very Goo Goo Dolls, but like the good Goo Goo Dolls. I think Joe would like this album.
Goo Goo Dolls put out too, I would say.
I was getting that singer-songwriter Wallflowers vibe kind of with it. Just really good lyrics. That was the only difference. He's writing better lyrics than Jacob Dylan. Powder Man, overall, wasn't a fan of it. Went on a little too long for what it is. It just made me want to listen to Beck's One Foot in the Grave if you want to hear like blues. Like I would just reach for that more. It all comes back to you. And then this album drops this motherfucker. What is this album? I love the guitar licks that are muted in the background. Great build up on the verses. Very Queens of the Stone Age. Biblehead kind of reminded me of like the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper in places, and then it kind of like went into the White Album. Then it goes into rock and mid-tempo chorus, and then back to some weird shit. Overall, I really liked it. What a weird album. I didn't know how I felt about it. It's all over the place. Nothing is awful. There's a few boring spots here and there, but the majority of it was really interesting and pretty damn good. My final note says it was a pretty chill record. Like, this is a very chill record.
Heavy Metal Tim disguised himself.
He did. He dropped some like late 90s alternative pop, I guess. But in 2025, with a Queens of the Stone Age desert rock thing going, that's a weird one. This is a weird record. It's very chill, though. Like, you could put this on and just
relax.
Yeah,
like
you just chill out.
Yeah, and I certainly appreciate that takeaway from it. I got that one too.
Lyrically, it's really good. The guy's got a good voice. I think this is I don't want to say a grower, but I could see it like getting better with age.
Well, and maybe we'll get this discography on the list at some point too. Give you even more context, because they do have, every album kind of fits this. This is very much a Masters of Reality album, but they're definitely doing some new things here.
They played it when Spotify stopped with Biblehead. It went into an older Masters of Reality song. I'm like, oh, this sounds like Tim.
Okay.
This makes sense. I can't remember what song it was, but the album cover was like a greenish color.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's will it make my top
For
10?
2020, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what else comes out. But as far as how the year's starting for me personally, this is a pretty solid start. There's it's a little adult contemporary, but that's okay.
Yeah, it didn't sound
I mean,
like the old Masters reality that I heard.
it's
And
number
there's
one for
still a
right
lot
now.
of really interesting tones and arrangements on here. So,
You're right, Bill. It's number one for right now.
yeah, yeah, that is true.
I mean, I
We got the Melvins next, though.
compared to some of these other singles from these other albums we've heard, I this album's big in contention to at least give all the other ones a run for the money.
It will be really interesting to revisit it again in
Uh,
like a month or two as well. This will
I'll
be one
say
I
this.
think I'm going to go back to a couple times.
I'll say this. The singles that I heard from the Melvins, Ghost, Viagra Boys, Propaganda, and even Counting Crows, all those singles beat anything on this record. I'll say that now.
Even the Counting Crows one? Are
Hmm.
you sure?
I've heard most of that record already.
Okay.
Elevator Boots trumps anything on Masters of Reality.
Well, we'll see what happens with that Ghost album. But so far, this is better than what I'm expecting out of the Ghost album.
I you guys were harder on that Ghost single than me. That one's that Ghost single's kind of been stuck in my head for a little bit.
I'll
I
have to
mean,
go
it's
back.
it's catchy.
It's good. It's good. It's pretty good.
It's staple Ghost like single though, right? Like get you caught and then reel you in.
I don't know if they'll rule me in, but like that
Is it still stuck on your head?
I'm kind of digging that Ghost single. Not gonna lie,
So the hook hasn't left your mouth yet.
it ain't left. It's not the most catchiest song. I mean, it don't beat that do 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 from the Counting Crows as far as catchy goes. But I'll say it's a better song.
Gonna be a fun couple of weeks coming up, boys. We got a number of good albums
Mm-hmm.
coming out. I can't
It
wait to
ain't, I
hear.
mean, Bog Boys is pretty catchy too, though. The Bog
Yeah,
Body's pretty good, Bill.
yeah, it really is.
We'll get there though. Stick
That's one of
around.
those bands. I think, like they're
Ah,
on the up still, and we should support them because they're
uh,
doing good things.
I agree. I agree. I watched that music video. I was like, where have you
Video's
been
great.
all my life, Viagra Boys? We'll get there though. So stick
Yes, yes, we
around.
would.
Check out our Queens of the Stone Age album discography review where we rank them.
Yeah.
Check out the art too.
Oh, Queens of the Stone Age's art is one for the ages.
And for the homies, we'll get to Masters of Reality, and we'll get to the Desert Sessions, and we'll get to the Eagles of Death Metal, and we'll get to Mondo
We'll
Generator.
get to all that Desert
We'll get to
Doom,
Caius. Yeah. We'll get to
space
Fu
rock,
Manchu.
whatever other genre Tim makes up for the week. We'll get to it. As always, stick around. I mean, if you're listening to any of this shit, you need to go check out our Black Sabbath reviews. I mean, that's where it all came from, right? So go check those
Or the
out.
Ramones.
Yeah, I wasn't getting. I was getting a lot of. Yeah. Go check out all of our old videos. We're a playlist link channel. As always, be safe. And what, Tim?
I mean, what you do is you go to Spotify and you go click Create Playlist. and you just add Black Sabbath and the Ramones, and then you hit shuffle, and you live the rest of your life in beautiful, beautiful harmony. And then you make good decisions.
Looking back at the day, falling fast and far away.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again.
Y'all come back now, you hear?